The year is 1909. On the Colorado River, in the Grand Canyon. G.E. Kincaid of the Smithsonian Institute is reportedly sent to the Grand Canyon to investigate information reported by John Wesley Powell of the Native Americans that inhabited the territory. As Kincaid travels down the Colorado River, did he stumble across the most prolific, history-changing discovery of modern time?
Throughout the long and difficult period of Watergate, I have felt it was...
John Wesley Powell served as second director of the U.S. Geological Survey Department from 1881 to 1894. He was the first person to report any archaeological information to the U.S. government about the natives that inhabited the Grand Canyon and their history. G.E. Kincaid was reportedly sent to the canyon with Professor Jordan by the Smithsonian Institute to investigate the information that was reported by John Wesley Powell. While on this exploration, Kincaid reports that he found a man-made cavern over 3,000 years old, filled with ancient relics. The location is described as an almost impossible cave to reach, as well as being an Egyptian tunnel city that was built in the Grand Canyon. The relics found were that of Egyptian descent, with hieroglyphics, bronze statues, golden tablets, and even mummies. Kincaid then went on to keep his discovery a secret, and once he finished exploring the Grand Canyon, he went to the Arizona Gazette to give them his story, so the discovery could be known around the country. On April 5th, 1909, the newspaper published this article detailing the exploration Kincaid and Jordan had performed. It detailed an underground labyrinth with rooms everywhere, unbelievable ancient relics, and even a Buddha statue. Oddly enough, this article never made it to the mainstream news. It was then reported that the Smithsonian excavated the site of all the artifacts and blocked the entrance off from the public. Then, in 1919, President Woodrow Wilson signed the Grand Canyon National Park Act, and the alleged area was taken over by the United States government. To this day, the Smithsonian denies any claims of finding any artifacts from the Grand Canyon, and they also claim they never had either Professor Jordan or G.E. Kincaid as employees. Furthermore, finding background information on these individuals is very hard. It would be a lot easier to cover up the tracks of people in the early 1900s than it would be today. The motive for the explorers, if this is indeed a fabrication, would be publicity and fame. This is a valid point, but I don't see why you would come up with a story that you couldn't back up with proof if you were looking for long-term fame. Now, the reason why the United States government and the Smithsonian Museum would cover the story up is far more convincing in my opinion. Humans don't like change. The government has vested interest in making sure that anything that disproves conventional history should not be revealed. A discovery of this magnitude would shatter the status quo of perceived reality. It runs much deeper than historians admitting they were wrong. Each discovery is making people aware of the fact that ancient civilizations were privy to advanced technology, and monuments and relics they left behind are definitely clues to the mystery. The people we refer to as Native Americans describe pre-Columbus advanced civilizations visiting them, as well as the Hopi legend describing what Kincaid and Jordan found almost to a T. The evidence for the Grand Canyon mummies and other claims in North America can be found everywhere, except in your history books.